In the years that followed the Heisei Gamera trilogy, much had changed at Dai Studio. The company had been sold off and merged with Kadokawa Corporation to form the Kadokawa Dai Film Company. Soon after, Kadokawa actually approached Toho with the idea of a crossover battle between Gamera and Godzilla, but Toho declined, after which the studio decided to go ahead and make another Gamera film, another reboot to commemorate the franchise's 40th anniversary. This time, however, under the direction of Ryuta Tasaki, the film would harken back to the roots of the original series in an attempt to appeal to younger audiences once again. And so 2006 saw the release of Gamera the Brave, a surprisingly sophisticated children's film that's more mature than you might expect. 33 years after Gamera sacrificed himself to rid the world of Gauss, a young boy named Toru discovers a turtle egg, which immediately hatches. He names the baby turtle Toto, and soon it begins displaying strange abilities, flying, breathing fire, and growing at a rapid rate. As Toru begins bonding with the turtle, another monster named Zedus appears, going on a rampage and eating people. But Toto intervenes, revealing itself to be the son of Gamera. Young and vastly outmatched, Toto barely survives, and is captured by the Japanese government. Wanting nothing more than to help his friend, Toru sets out on a mission to deliver a mysterious magical stone to Toto, which contains the power-up he needs to defeat Zedus for good. On the surface, Gamera the Brave feels like a step backward for the series. Throwing aside the dark and mature themes that define the critically acclaimed and beloved Heisei trilogy, it reboots the mythology once again, this time returning the series back to the more kid-friendly roots that defined the Showa era. And you know what that means. Screaming kids, pet turtles, and cutesy scenes played for laughs. However, unlike those older films, here these elements are portrayed earnestly, and with a potent sense of sincerity and melodrama that genuinely invests you in the simple and relatable story of a boy and his pet turtle. Indeed, what might surprise you the most about Gamera the Brave is its willingness to deal with some pretty dark and heavy subject matter. At its heart, this is a story of a child's fear of loss, with Gamera, or Toto in this case, used as a vessel to explore these feelings that should be relatable to many children. The strongest element of the film is Toru's relationship with Toto, and the way it develops is admittedly pretty cute. This is a very endearing, warm-hearted film, which is a stark difference coming off the last films, but taken for what it is, and if you go in with an open mind, you'll find that the film can be quite delightful and entertaining. It helps immensely that the human drama here is actually very good. It's nothing you haven't seen before, but it's bolstered by good performances by all the actors, in particular the children, which are shockingly good. Ryo Tomioka in particular really stands out as Toru, a young boy who has to deal with complex feelings after the sudden death of his mother. Playing his father Kosuke is Kanji Tsuda, who also gives a great performance. The two play off of each other really well, portraying a convincing father-son relationship that's easy to get invested in. Kaho plays Mai, his good friend and neighbor who has to face her own fears. Shingo Ishikawa and Shogo Narita play Toru's two best friends, Masarua and Katsuya, and together the three get into all sorts of trouble as they attempt to help Toto, much to the frustration of Toru's poor old dad. Gamera the Brave also offers another new take on the famous flying turtle, and how much you enjoy it will vary. Design-wise, this time he looks much more like an actual turtle, and any sense of menace has been toned way down, making him more cute and cuddly. However, the new look fits the tone of the film, and really helps make Gamera feel like the underdog against Zedus, another new monster that, true to the film's intention, also harkens back to the wackier enemy monsters of the Showa-era films. Despite this though, he comes off as very generic, because the film never even hints to an origin of any kind. The battles between Toto and Zedus, however, are very well executed, though aren't particularly memorable, save for a few great moments. Despite a whole new creative team, Gamera the Brave maintains the high production quality set by the Heisei trilogy. The direction by Ryuta Tasaki is really solid, and the script by Yukari Tatsui is well written and structured. The special effects under the direction of Isao Kaneko are also really good, another fantastic blend of practical and computer effects that hold up well under scrutiny. And Yoko Ueno's score, while not quite as remarkable as Koho Otani's, is good in its own way, offering up a variety of memorable melodies that complement the film's tone. Sound design is more of a mixed bag though, at least with regards to the monsters. Both Gamera and Zedus are brought to life with stock roar effects, which in the case of Gamera is particularly egregious. Gone is his iconic roar, which is a shame no matter the reason. Gamera the Brave is easily the best Gamera film outside of the Heisei trilogy. While it reverts back to the more wacky antics of the Showa era, it does so with a mature sensibility, tackling some pretty heavy subject matter, all through the lens of a child. The human drama is its strongest component, and is balanced well with the monster action to tell an engaging story about loss and friendship. It's a different take on Gamera, one that honors the childhood wonder and spirit inherent to Gamera's origins, but unlike many of those early entries it pays tribute to, is genuinely well made. Earnest and warm-hearted, this is a film that both kids and adults can enjoy. For more reviews and opinions on all things Gamera, subscribe and stay tuned to Up From the Depths.